problem right here. Chapter 14, problem 4. We're almost done with this chapter. Amazing. Okay, so Marker does want to know about the difference between men's and women's use of the internet. I'll just let you read it. You can always push pause. So the sample proportion is so P1 is the sample of men. So that would be 2378 divided by 3025. And I get 0.78, etc. Now, to be honest, I'm just going to open up something on StatCrunch. Instead of doing this painfully one at a time, I'm just going to go to proportions to stats to sample with summary and enter in the sample information. So, number of successes in the men, sample 1 is 2378 out of 3025, and then sample 2 is 2386 out of 3160. Okay, so if I do this compute, oh, okay, well, it actually didn't tell me what the individual proportions were, so that was a waste of time. So 2386 divided by 3160. So I'll just use this nice little calculator. And convert those to percentages. So 78.61 and P2 is 75.51. Okay, now what's the difference when you subtract them? Okay, that's what StatCrunch told us. The difference between them is 0.03, so roughly 3%. And round it off to 4 would be 0.0311. And the standard error of that is that 0.0107. And confidence interval. So let's change the options, do edit, and go to confidence interval, and they want a 95% confidence interval, but for the difference between men and women. Compute, and you'll get a range between this number and this number. And round those off to 4 decimal places. So 0101 and then 0519 with an 8 would round up to 0.0520. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and do this problem as well on the same video. We can do this with my website again. So math101.com/chi.html, and I'll enter in the numbers given. So notice this is a chi-square test for independence. There is just one survey, just a survey. So there's one survey that collected data across 2 different variables, different time periods and different age groups. And so I'll enter the numbers in: 280, 280, 292, 320, 354, 380, 253, 275, 320. And to get to this calculator that I'm using, it's at my website, and you type in math111.com /, which is just like a division, just a regular slash, chi.html, and it's lowercase chi.html. There's not an I at the end, that's an L. Okay, so then click the button Find Chi-square Statistic, and you get all these different amazing numbers. These are the expected values right here. So I'm going to need those to enter them in. So let me raise this up a little bit. And I've got to round them up to 2 decimal places. So 263.89, 281.22, 306.89, 326.46, 347.89, 379.65, 262.65, 279.90, 305.45. Excellent. And the chi-square statistic has already been computed. It's 3.07, which rounds up to 3.08. Now, degrees of freedom. So remember, we take the vertical number of rows minus 1. That's the vertical degrees of freedom times the horizontal degrees of freedom, the number of columns, minus 1. And we get, well, there's 3 rows, so 3 minus 1 is 2. And there are also 3 columns. So 3 minus 1 is 2 again. 2 times 2 equals 4. So, as always, the most important problem in math, 2 times 2 equals 4, happens when you least expect it. Okay, so find the critical value for alpha equals 0.05. So we'll go back to StatCrunch, go to the chi-square calculator, and we have 4 degrees of freedom, and we want to find an alpha of 0.05, so that goes over there. The probability that's in the end of the graph, which would be the greater side, like that, to that little red area. And then we got a value of 9.48. Presto. Rounded off to 2, it would be 49. And then our value was only 3.08. So our value, the test statistic from the hypothesis test, was a lot less than the critical value, so that means there's insufficient evidence. There we go. Awesome. Good job.